Although I've made a lot of content about Global Career Scholarship Program, various tips to make the essay, even tips on answering interview questions, tips on how to prepare your documents, some of you are still wondering what could you do to get those competitive advantage and actually get the scholarship and be ahead of the competition. These information that I'll be sharing with you guys are based on how I see from the past application during my time and those years after my time, wherein a lot of people have sought assistance, help, and even advice on how they will be positioning themselves, choosing specific targets for university courses, even track, and just general idea about the scholarship based on what I've asked from others applicants as well. Well, to begin with, Global Career Scholarship Program is open for almost all nationalities based on the guidelines. And it can be noted that they constantly increase the number of applicants since their initial opening. And you must really check how many slots are allotted for your country for each track, because some countries don't actually have university slots. Some of them also don't have embassy slots. So it really depends. And I think there was a rule at GKS wherein for a specific country that won't be able to fulfill all the slots given to them, these slots will be provided to other countries with extreme amount of applicants. And actually that happened during the pandemic era, wherein there was a limited number of Chinese scholars allowed due to the pandemic. And that's one thing. They were distributed to different countries with various needs for slots. So for the Global Career Scholarship Program, what is important is they want to see that you're capable of completing the program. They want to see that you're capable of affecting change in the future. They want to see that the investment they'll be giving to you will be worth it. So for example, let's start with those three. Do you be able to finish the program, that you are able to affect change, and the investment will be worth it? So how will you prove to be able to complete the program? One way of doing so is like if you've been given scholarships before and were able to accomplish and complete the degree needed for you to complete. For example, your undergraduate studies, were you given a scholarship during that time and yet you were able to complete the scholarship? Because if you were not able to finish your program, well, in case you have valid reason, just share the reason. But if just because you were not able to accomplish the scholarship given to you before, that's already a red flag for them. Like it will give an impression that if you're given the opportunity, there's a chance that you might not be able to complete the program, and that's not a good thing for you. And that's important for you to note in your essay. That's why you should be highlighting that in your essays, especially on your personal statement. And then what was the second one? The second is that you can affect change. What is more important for this specific idea is that, one, are you capable of bridging the gap between your country and South Korea? Can you be an envoy that could strengthen the relationship of your country and South Korea? Were there proven instances where you were able to mediate, build, establish network communication? Were the instances wherein you led a specific group of people that helped the community? Were you a game changer? Were you a catalyst of change in your community, a society? Those people who had experience with community building are actually on the advantage for this specific scholarship, given that NIID will be able to notice your capability to affect change. And that's very important, especially for an investment like this, because a scholarship is an investment, and NIID will be investing money for you to learn something and create something positive for the community. Like for example, like this video I'm creating, are you capable of communicating your thoughts and sharing your opinions that could actually influence other people's lives because of what you're sharing now? Or were you able to, for example, be a tutor for a specific community, helping them uplift the level of education they have? Those things are critical for the scholarship and can actually be a game changer for you. And last but not the least, what was the third one? Oh, the last one is, if you can. What was the last one? I forgot. Oh yeah, the investment they'll be given, the money they'll be investing onto you will be worth it. Finally, I remembered it. So for that specific portion, this could be tricky in a way. However, you can showcase that you are a worthy investment by, aside from being able to bridge the gap of your country and South Korea, are you seeing yourself to be someone who's positively contributing here in South Korea? For example, do you see yourself to be actually, by working here, be able to have employment in South Korea? Although it's difficult, challenging, and there's a lot of processes that you have to undergo, is a way for you to contribute to South Korea. And that's one thing that you can highlight with your um, personal statement, your essays. For example, also is, do you think with the research that you are doing, the thesis that you are pursuing for your laboratory, master's or PhD, especially for those under sciences research in the field of medicine, is it something that can alter the course of life of a lot of people? For example, are you researching about cancer, about HIV, AIDS? These things are important, especially in the time of we're in need of refocusing, wherein we need to refocus our ideologies, our studies, instead of focusing on just the getting rich. It's more of health, this well-being, psychology, mental health, the the holistic approach on human life. So, being a worthy investment is not just on what you can give to your home country, but also what you can give to South Korea. And that's why they were preference. It's stated in the guidelines that they would give preferences to those who are on the field of engineering and sciences, because the research material they'll be able to produce somehow are indirect. These are direct outputs. And in the context of like publications, bragging rights for a country with the most number of publications, Korea wants to maintain their position as one of the leading countries with the number of publications by, of course, investing on scientists, researchers, those who are capable of producing output, those are capable of presenting and actually, creating journals. These things are important for you to note, because some of you are wondering, oh, I want to study this, I want to study that, I want to study this major, I want to study that major. Again, focus on the three questions. Do you think I'll be able to complete this program? Do you think I'll be able to affect change with this program? Do you think I'll be able to be a worthy investment with this program? If you think you're those three, then polish your essay, complete your documents, acquire additional document certificates, your language certification topic or IELTS or whatever language certification you have. Focus on those things, because if you think you're already passed with the three things that I mentioned, then focus on the requirements, because that will be the next stage that you have to focus on. And if you'll be able to accomplish everything and package yourself as a worthy candidate, I think you'll be able to get the scholarship. Probably get to a university of your choice, be it on the top universities in South Korea or whatever university you want to choose on. What I like about South Korea is, regardless of location, well, the quality of education is here. The quality of education here is on a different level. So might as well give it a try. Well, bye.